Hi everybody, this is Rick Rizzs, voice of the Seattle Mariners, and we're going to take a little tour of one of the most beautiful ballparks in all of baseball, Oracle Park. Way back when it first opened up in 2000, it was Pac Bell Park, then AT&T Park, and now it's Oracle Park. And right now you're in the visiting radio booth, and from this vantage point, it's one of the most beautiful vantage points of any radio booth in the major leagues, because as we look out over the landing and that tall brown brick wall, which is, by the way, is 24 feet high in honor of number 24. Willie Mays, the greatest player in Giants history and one of the greatest players in the history of the game of baseball. It was the site of the All-Star game when Ichiro hit an inside the park home run in the All-Star game, the only inside the park home run in the history of the Midsummer Classic. So let's take a tour of Oracle Park here in San Francisco, the home of the Giants. A lot of history here at this ballpark. All right, here we are in the bowels of Oracle Park. So what do you say we go down to the field? Here we go. We're heading to the dugout. Here's Justin getting ready, rubbing up the baseballs with that famous Delaware River mud. Look at that, there we go. That's a perfect rubbed up baseball. And here we are in the dugout at Oracle Park. I love this view when you first walk onto the field. This is what I remember, as a kid, Old Comiskey Park in Chicago. I didn't get a chance to do this. I walked up in the first base entrance over there with my dad and my brother. I'll never forget when I first looked out on the field and I saw this guy in the on-deck circle playing the Yankees, and he was kneeling down with his bat like this, and he had number 7 on his back. It was Mickey Mantle. As a 6-year-old kid, I just froze. All of a sudden, all my baseball cards actually came to life. They were real people, and all the kids back home in the Pacific Northwest have a chance to have that thrill when they come out to T-Mobile Park, the most beautiful ballpark in all of baseball. So coming out, bring your kids for the first time, have them enjoy that thrill like I did back in 1959. It's something they'll never forget. I know I haven't. Here we are at home plate at Oracle Park. Barry Bonds stood right here when he hit his historic 756th home run to surpass Hank Aaron. It's only 391 to straightaway center field, but it gets really deep out in right center field. We walked down the right field line, and here it is, the 24-foot high brick wall, beautiful brick wall, in honor of Willie Mays' number 24. This is really an amazing part of the ballpark, and I love the fact when they built these new ballparks, and it was new back in 2000, but they built a brand new old ballpark. The brick gives the old feel of what the ballparks were like back in the 30s and the 40s and the 1950s. There's the 105 splash home runs. They keep count ever since this ballpark opened up. And it has to clear the seats, the walkway, and into the water to be considered a splash home run. It can't bounce on the walkway behind the fence. So if you watch a game, from Oracle Park, you're going to see guys out there and ladies in kayaks and canoes and an occasional sailboat in San Francisco Bay, which is called McCovey's Cove, after the great first baseman Willie McCovey. You've got the iconic old baseball glove, and that's a look at my baseball glove, my first glove that I got when I was a 6-year-old kid in 1959. It looks exactly like that. That's what these guys had to play with way back when. Now the equipment's a little bit better. And then you got the iconic Coca-Cola bottle out there in left field. So that's a look at our visit at Oracle Park. We're down here in the right field corner, so now we're getting ready for the ball game, and now we have to go way back up there to the radio booth to do tonight's game. Hope you enjoyed it.